Nasiba from Debate Now, and we are interviewing with young people from different countries about current situation in their countries. And today we have Alia from Yemen, and welcome, Alia.
Hi, how are you, everybody?
So good, thank you so much. And can you introduce yourself first?
So, hello, everybody. My name is Alia Abdullah. I am 22 years old, and I am from Yemen. And my capital, and I live in the capital city, Sana'a. And I study media in Sana'a University, and my major is public relations.
Thank you so much, Alia.
It's such an
Actually,
honor to talk to you guys, and I'm just very happy and thrilled.
honor is ours. Thank you so much. And for first, I want to ask you that there has been a war in Yemen for a long time, and there is a serious humanitarian crisis with it. So, how is it life in Yemen right now?
Well, maybe you know that, guys, or maybe you don't. The war started in our country in 2015, and since then, everyday life goes from bad to worse. You know, statistics have shown that poverty in our country is insanely increasing, and according to the Human Rights Watch, our country is facing the world worst food security crisis, with 20 million people need food assistance. You know, this is very huge, and this is a very huge number to say. So people are here are very suffering. It's a very difficult war. And you know, because of the war, there are no salaries for people and for employees. So people started to make their own projects. You know, they are very small projects. They call them the startup companies. They are very small. I mean, especially women's in here, they started their projects. And you know, they are the real fighters in our country. They fight very hard to make a living, provide for their families. And I think this is the only good thing about war. And no good will come from war. But seeing our society and community is turning into a productive community is just great.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you so much. So,
yeah. This is very misery, and this is a very miserable life. But we are trying to see the bright side of it. See about the projects, about the startup companies, and inshallah things will get good. Inshallah,
inshallah, I hope that everything will be okay there. So, speaking
inshallah.
of the current situation in Yemen, I want to ask you, how is the COVID-19 process progressing there?
It is, you know, the wave here is not very severe, but as I heard, the vaccine will be here in our country, or should be here in our country by the end of this year. So this is just great news, because people are losing their lives every single day, not because of the coronavirus, but because of the war. We have the war, the conflicts, the fight. So things cannot get any worse, but we are just waiting for the vaccine to be here, and to be able to get to know it, to take it, you know. And you
Yeah,
know what bothers me the most about it is people here in Yemen, they don't take things seriously. You know, it's just nothing. They act like nothing is happening. They leave their homes, they go without masks. But we just want to say thank God it's not a very severe wave. We are, alhamdulillah, good from the coronavirus, but we are suffering enough from the war.
yeah, it's really a bad situation
Yeah,
there, and I
very
hope,
miserable. Yeah,
yes, I hope both of them will be great, inshallah. Like you will heal and everything will be great. And for this third question, how is life for young people? Like, is it possible to get education under work conditions, or like any other service for like for your life?
yeah, you know, opportunities and these things. You know, as I told you, the war started in 2015, and everything stopped. You know, schools, universities, institutes, even jobs. I mean, literally everything stopped. And I remember I was at that time in high school, and we stopped for half a year. You know, this is very huge waste of time. But you know, we cannot stay from that time, from 2015 till 2021, staying at homes. No, we just was trying to bring our lives back. You know, everything didn't go the way it was, but we are just trying to go on to ignore everything that is happening around us. You can say we got used to it. We got used to everything. And for us as students, we are living, or we are going through the worst period of our lives. You know, there are no opportunities when you think about it, especially for people who are about to graduate from, you know, universities. When you think about it, I am about to graduate. Am I gonna find a job? What I'm gonna do with my life? It's just like a nightmare. But we are just trying to ignore everything regarding to everything that's happening. We managed to pull through and to find our ways so that we can live. We cannot stay thinking about things in the future. We are just living our moment. And may Allah help
Yes,
us.
sure. Inshallah. As you said first before, like you're going to university right now, and how is your situation? Like, how is it going?
It is, as I told you, it is very hard. You know, opportunities are very slim to get a thing to do or something, but we are just trying to get through everything. As a students, we are just facing very, very difficult time. You know, because of the planes they are shooting and every time. So it's very dangerous to leave your home to go to study. But what can we do? We cannot stay for life forever. I mean, in our house, we should go on and continue.
Yes, sure.
And yeah, it's very hard.
Thank you so much. And do you believe that good times will come for Yemen? That I will going to like. I was going to ask you this question, but I think you're pretty sure that everything will be okay, and you will be living like beautiful moments for your
Yeah.
country and for your education and for everything, like for health. And I hope that like it will be, inshallah, and it will be soon. So, would you like to add something?
You know, it is very hard to tell right now from this situation we are living in. But also, it is nice to be optimistic, you know. So we just hope that the war will stop. And as long as the war stops, definitely good times will come. There will be no more conflicts, no more war, and no more fights. We are just hoping for that. And maybe, inshallah, why not? And we heard that they opened Sana'a airport. You know, it has been closed since the war started from 2015. You know, there are no flights, there are nothing. But yesterday or before yesterday, they opened it. So I think this is a very great gesture for the war to stop. Inshallah.
Yes, yes, it's so beautiful. So, for
Yeah.
the final question, I will ask you, Yemen appears in the international media only with war and hunger, but there are millions of people in the country trying to continue their daily life. What would you like to tell people about your country?
Yeah, you know, as I told you, I just wanted to say that we are now living through the worst period of our lives. But I think Yemeni people are, like any other people in the world, are worthy of a peaceful life. You know, it is very unfortunate how we are always portrayed in channels and these things as numbers or that country, when in fact people here in the ground are fighting every single day to make their living, to make a living, provide for their families, you know, and simply to have as much of a normal life as possible in the midst of a very, very difficult war. And, you know, Yemenis have always been friendly and welcoming nation. And food here is very, very delicious. I hope you guys try it, inshallah, maybe when the war stops, inshallah, in the future. And people will almost wrestle with you to pay for the restaurant bill when they barely can afford their living. You know, they are very generous, and I think this is pretty awesome. And I'm just very hopeful that the war will not change who we are. It will just change us to very bitter people. not to worse. Inshallah, we are just praying for that.
Yes, sure. Thank you so much. Like when we hear about the news about your country, like we imagine something like people can't live in the country and they cannot find food, they cannot find education, they cannot find nothing. So we imagine something like that. But today, I think you showed us that it's not like that because, like, yes, there's
Yeah,
difficulties, but there are facilities as well. And you live your life with difficulties and your facilities. Like in every country, the difficulties and facilities are different, but we're trying to continue our lives like with the best we can. So thank you
exactly.
so.
We are going through a very hard time, but we are still alive. Thank God, we live.
Yeah.
We are good.
And
Yeah.
hopefully everything will be better and will be the
Inshallah.
best
And you guys, inshallah, may come to our country to visit it. It's a very nice country, and people here are very generous and they like tourists. So, inshallah, we will see you in the future.
I would really like to go there, and if I go there, like get there, I will find you, Alia.
Of course, we are friends, inshallah.
Okay, so thank you so much for being here, being with us, and we're really like honored having you today. So if you want to add
My,
something, you can.
I just want to say it's my pleasure to talk to you guys and to get to know you, Nusayba and Farida. It's very nice, and it's very good to get to know, to get to talk about your country, to show the world. And it's not we are like dying in here. We are living, we are facing very hard and difficult times, but we are still Yemeni people. We are still fighting. We are strong. It's very well known that Yemeni people are very strong and they have a very good reputation. So we just want to keep that.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, Nusayba.